told you. I told you. Just believe me next time, man. We can save all this time. Yeah. Yeah, it's worse. Told you I'd do it. Look, hey. Told you I'd do it. Be here with the dub, yeah. Told you I'd do it. I'd do it. That's a win. Told you I'd do it. Heard me talking trash again. Told you I'd prove it.
Welcome back to WTHS News. I'm Hannah Weaver.
And I'm Olivia Hanby. So, Hannah, have you heard about the club fair going on this week?
Yes, the club fair will be held during lunch in the lobby of H Building.
There will be a variety of clubs, so make sure you head on over to H Commons during lunch and check that out.
Hey Olivia, have you ever felt overwhelmed or scared on this big campus?
Honestly, Hannah, I have. The threats that have been going around in Mississippi have been really scary.
Well, if any of you ever feel this way, feel free to ask one of our loyal security guards for help.
I bet they could also give you tips on how to stay safe at such a wide and spread out campus like THS. Here's Ari with more information on how they're keeping us safe.
Here at Tupelo High School, one of our top priorities is student safety. Considering the recent lockdown, the security staff has been busy.
Dr. Curry is assistant principal and head of crisis management. He said to take every drill seriously.
You practice like you play. The important thing is to make sure that whatever directions or instructions you're given, you follow them, because generally in an emergency situation, emotions are high, people are stressed, they're scared, and so by having those drills, we're able to just kind of put into play those things that we've already done before, and that alleviates a lot of stress and anxiety.
And some students even wonder what goes into calling a lockdown.
Timing, it's what the initial threat was. We determine a lockdown by contacting central office and our law enforcement. We provide all the information.
And the Tupelo police also play a role in protecting the school.
My biggest goal is to earn the trust of the entire campus. That includes staff and students, to build relationships between law enforcement and the community.
It's a relief to understand the extent of safety at Tupelo schools. Ari Giorgenti, WTHS News.
Thanks, Ari, for the update. Hey, Hannah, do you know one thing that I really love about our city?
What's that?
They have so many volunteer programs and organizations that help others.
Yes, in fact, WTHS member Rain Ware has a story about a new program known as Project Search.
Let's go check it out.
Project Search is new to Tupelo High School. The students leave around 8 o'clock each day to head to the hospital. Susan Dudley works with those students.
Project Search is a program that Tupelo School District, North Mississippi Health Services, and Mississippi Department of Rehabilitation Services has started to allow students that are in their last year of high school have the opportunity to participate in student internships through different departments at the hospital to gain employability skills.
Dudley says the goal is for the students to develop enough skills for life after high school. Students can work in 10 different departments on hospital campus and off-site.
They could be working in environmental services, they could be working in supplies and processing and distribution, they could be working with food and nutrition, they have the opportunity to work with the biomedical technology, they have the opportunity to work in laundry, central sterile processing, the wellness center, Longtown outpatient rehabilitation therapy, child care center.
After you graduate, you get to have a job there.
It means a lot to me, and the teachers are so kind and so sweet. With this project, they can get a job at the hospital after this internship. Rain Ware, WTHS News.
Wow, it has been really hot outside this past week.
I know, I hope the weather cools down soon. It's so hard to dress for school when it's freezing inside, and yet outside you immediately start sweating.
I know. Let's check in with Drew to see if the temperatures will cool down next week.
Thank you, Olivia and Hannah. And hello, I'm Drew Holland from WTHS News. Your weather for today will be sunny with a high at 92 and a low of 61. Your chances of rain will be 6%, so make sure you stay cool out there while our waves destroy the Warriors tonight at Corinth. For your Labor Day weekend, it will stay around the 90s and the upper 60s and lower 70s. Speaking of Labor Day, the forecast for that day will be a high of 89 and a low of 70. For the rest of the next week, our highest will be 90 and our lowest will be 68. That's all for me. Hannah and Olivia, back to you.
Thanks, Drew. So, Olivia, how do you plan on staying cool?
I plan by drinking plenty of water. Hydration is key when enduring these hot temperatures.
In fact, Maya's giving tips on how to stay hydrated. Here's her advice.
Hydration is very important, and so is drinking water. Did you know our brain is made up of 90% of water? Many players in sports work hard every day outside. Take band, for example. The band members spend about 15 hours outside each week. Even though the temperatures are in the 80s, students should still drink more water.
At least a gallon a day.
Coach Hammond is the head football coach and makes sure each player is drinking water.
Well, biggest thing is we preach about the effects of dehydration and how much they've got to drink to stay there. We have a chart that kind of tells them that they can gauge how much they need to drink each day, and so we go by that. A lot of it's up to them because we can't do it just at practice. They have to do a lot of that at home.
Imagine being in the heat with all the shoulder pads and helmets.
Probably about 3 Gatorades and some water before I go to practice. I mean, every day, all day, every class, non-stop, straight bottle of water, all class period, fill it up, drink it next class period, fill it up.
Just think about running miles and miles. That's exhausting because it's hot. That's why cross-country runners are working hard to stay hydrated.
3 to 4 bottles.
That's why hydration is key. And I'm my events with WTHS.
Fall is finally here, and you know what that means.
Pumpkin spice lattes?
That too, but no, football season.
Let's catch up with KP in Paris to see what's going on.
Thanks, Olivia and Hannah. I'm KP.
And I'm Paris, and welcome back to this week's edition of Sports Media. Last Friday, the football team fought hard to the end, even though they lost to South Panola 21-15. The league went back and forth between both teams all the way to the end.
Even though our football team did not come out with a win, the team had a great support from THS students and the community. This past Saturday, our cross-country team competed in their first race at the Myrtle Invitational in New Albany, Mississippi.
The girls team placed 5th overall this past Saturday, and the boys finished 6th overall. The boys' top team finisher was a 7th grader, Taylor Brown, who placed 10th overall in the 5K run.
The team worked hard considering it was the first race of the season, but we can expect for them to work hard and improve throughout the season.
What is your favorite part about cross country?
My favorite part is probably running with my friends and getting to the races.
What are you looking forward to this year in cross country?
I'm looking forward to the state meet and to try to win the state.
What's your favorite part about cross country?
My favorite part is winning the t-shirts at the end if I become top 20.
Good luck to the cross-country team as they travel to Senatobia tomorrow.
And congrats to the girls volleyball team as they beat the undefeated Corinth team last week.
Thanks for the update, guys. Football games are fun, but the halftime show is always a thrill to watch.
Yes, the band and the color guard teams have been practicing like crazy.
Oh, I'm really interested in seeing how Color Guard has prepared. Let's get an inside look.
You may not know what Color Guard is, but in fact it's more than just spinning. In fact, it's not spinning, it's twirling. Elsa Acosta masters a technique known as body. Body is the dance part of Color Guard. In her opinion, the hardest thing about Color Guard is the work put into it.
Definitely the work. It takes so much work out of school, family time. I cannot tell you how many birthday parties I've missed due to Saturday competitions, many activities I have to do in church.
Up 2, up 4. Most people in Color Guard say that they enjoy the sport because it is different. It is different because we incorporate flags, rifles, sabers, and dance into our routines.
And you really form a sense of community while being in it.
Commitment is a big part of Color Guard because we compete with other surrounding areas to see who's the best, in which we take very seriously. If you're thinking about trying out for Color Guard, you should consider trying out for Winter Guard during the spring.
Olivia, is it just me or have you seen some new faces on camera?
Yes, I have. Why don't we meet some of our new WTHS members?
What do you enjoy the most about WTHS?
I enjoy being behind the camera and getting cool angles, and I also like working with music and making mashups.
Do you like TikTok? And what is your favorite TikTok?
My favorite TikTok is the one that goes, I have a little turtle, his name is Tiny Tim. I put him in the bathtub to see if he could swim. He drank up all the water, he ate up all the soap. That's it.
What are you looking forward to in WTHS?
I'm really just looking forward into getting into the creation of media, filming anything, editing video, and working in Photoshop because I find all of those things really enjoyable to do.
Where do you want to go to college?
Right now it's a toss-up between Full Sail University in Florida and the Compass College of Cinematic Arts in Missouri.
That was a great way to meet up the staff.
Yeah, you can always get to know a person when they're under pressure. It's really fun to see their personality.
Speaking of pressure, tune into our 5-second creative game.
Hi, I'm Erin Ruth.
I'm Ella.
I'm Kira.
And I'm Drew.
And welcome to
the 5-second game. In this game, the object is to take a card, and on the card there's a category. You have 5 seconds to name 3 things in that category.
Let's get started. Okay, for round 1, I'm going to ask you, Drew. You have 5 seconds to name 3 cell phone companies. Go.
AT&T, C South, and T-Mobile.
What was the second one?
That was South.
Oh,
It's C-Spire.
All right, Erin Ruth, you have 5 seconds to name 3 pies.
Chocolate, strawberry, apple.
Why is everybody so...
All right, quick.
Okay, I'm picking a chord. Ella, in 5 seconds, name 3 brands of frozen pizza.
Totino's, Red Baron.
What's a Totino's?
Totino's is good.
Why did you DiGiorno?
Yeah. Name 3 elements on the periodic table.
Iron, water. I don't know, guys.
Iron. You could have said hydrogen.
It's 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen.
You could have said hydrogen, oxygen, carbon. I think it's water.
Sodium.
Why are you guys good at this? You have 5 seconds to name 3 things that have zippers.
Pants, coats, and hoodies. Bro, this girl's gonna die, bro.
Guys, hold on, I still have tears.
Yeah.
Name 3 hairstyles.
Ponytail, bun, up and down. Half up, half down. Name 3 lotions.
Aveeno?
Aveeno.
Time's up.
Y'all get the easy questions. 3 comedians.
Kevin Hart, Ella, and Dwayne. 5 seconds, name 3 TV celebrity chefs.
Gordon Ramsay, Paula Deen, and Rachel Ray.
That was good.
I would not have said Paula Deen. I would have been like...
the Pioneer Woman.
I love her.
Me too.
5 seconds to name 3 tools.
Hammer, wrench, screwdriver.
Okay.
She's so good at this.
Ranch. Name 3 large U.S. cities.
New York, Las Vegas, and Los Angeles.
Yo.
That was really good.
3 AFC football teams.
Bro, I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what the AFC
I
is.
think it's American Family.
American Football Club, maybe?
American Football Club.
Alright, 5 seconds, name 3 pet peeves.
Picking your nose, being dirty, and not washing.
What was the first one?
Picking your nose. You.
3 child stars.
Dylan and...
JoJo Siwa.
3 abbreviations used in texting.
BTW, BRB. What's the name? Punctuation marks.
Period, exclamation point, and question mark.
That's all.
Period.
Well, that was a lot of fun. So, Hannah, what are you planning to do this Labor Day weekend?
Well, I know Tupelo is playing at Corinth tonight.
Oh, really? Make sure y'all go and support the football team.
This is Hannah Weaver
and Olivia Hanby signing off for WTHS News.
And have a great 3-day weekend. And don't forget to stay safe,
stay hydrated,
and stay active. Go Wave!